Freedom Gundam Concept 2, Gundam F91 Chronicle White version, Gundam Astray Gold frame, Gundam Dynamis Repair 3. The metal build lineup has always been filled with repaint and enhanced model, so it was exciting and refreshing when Bandai finally announced that the High New Gundam will be joining the metal build lineup in 2022. Hey there, I love this High New Gundam, so let's take a closer look at it. I remember it was the first metal build to break the 35,000 yen barrier. It was quite a sticker shock, but it does come with everything that you need. The High New Gundam main body stands at 9 inches tall. It comes with the backpack and the left and right thrusters. There are 6 articulated fin funnels and also 6 supporting arms for displaying it in deployed mode. A foldable new Hyper Bazooka can also be mounted on the back. The beam rifle can be set up with or without the strap, and the 3 beam sabers can be stored in their respective compartments. The shield has full backside details. There are 5 pairs of hands in total, and a GFF style display stand with various adapters are also provided to showcase the High New Gundam. So let's start off by looking at the overall shape and design. The main figure has a well-balanced look. I'm glad that they didn't go overboard by enlarging the legs. My first impression when I saw the design is that it is quite a departure from what we have seen coming from the hobby division. It is somewhat unique and definitely angular. And it took some time before I've come to realize that the design was heavily inspired by the design used in the video game Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operation 2. The attention to details is astonishing. The High New Gundam has definitive lines and everything flows in a very sophisticated way. There is an unreal amount of surface details throughout, small vents of different shapes and sizes, panel lines that add definition, and they're all filled with mechanical details that add to and project realism. It is very much on point with the current detail uptrend in model making in Japan. I'm happy to report that all the armor pieces are fully painted and in an exquisite way, which means that you don't have to worry about discoloration as long as it is kept away from the sun. Different gradients of colors are used to add visual separations in the painting scheme. The off-white base color is partnered with a darker shade of gray. Pastel version of royal blue and purple goes side by side. Metallic accent colors are used cleverly to accentuate the beautiful sculpting and design. It has the perfect grade unleashed level of details, but in the 100th scale. Bandai really did a fantastic job in designing, producing, and delivering the finished product to us. It is beautifully assembled with superb painting and finishing. Everything comes together so nicely, it gives off the impression of being a one-of-a-kind masterpiece rather than a mass-produced retail item. Well, this is a very heavy metal build Gundam with a substantial inner frame. The exposed metal joints give you an idea of just how good the quality of the die-cast components are. And the hydraulic details on the knees are particularly impressive and enjoyable to watch in action. The forearm can achieve almost a full bend, and the compartment on both arms can be opened up to reveal the lightsaber. as well as the Gatling gun that's hidden inside. The front, side, and back armors are all articulated. The upper thighs have good sideways rotation, and the lower leg allows for very aggressive knee bending action. The figure has a wide range of movement and is surprisingly posable. But bear in mind that the joints are made to be very stiff given how heavy the figure is, and they definitely don't want arms and legs to be swinging freely. I think this is the first mobile suit where the fin funnels also serve a decorative purpose. They can also be displayed in attack mode by mounting them onto the special arms, which are then attached to the stand using various adapters. However, it is quite bouncy, and any movement of the display reminds me of those fiber optic light trees that we used to play as kids. It does take up a lot of room, and unfortunately, this too will suffer from the inadequacy of the stand that comes with the figure. One of the major gimmicks of this high new Gundam is the ability to be displayed in cycle frame mode, which involves shifting armors and exposing the mechanical details underneath. Because the joints and gaps are so tight, it could be difficult to negotiate all of those armor pieces. I wish they had included a tool that will help us separate the pieces and not damage them so easily, but for now, we have to use lots of patience, caution, and care, along with X-Acto knives, old credit cards, and anything non-destructive that you can jam into it. So finally, let's touch on some of the issues that I ran into. The fin funnels are difficult to install onto the backpack. I even tried shaving them down, but in the end, I think it was the old hairdryer trick that got it done. The figure is very hard to balance when the backpack is installed. The safest way is to rotate the fin funnels forward, but it ended up looking very tacky, so you have no choice but to use a stand almost all the time. If you will be displaying your figure in the standing position only, as an alternative, you can use a gap filler to support the thrusters on the back, which will in turn support the weight of the figure. I'm also not very comfortable with using the stand that's been provided. The figure weighs about 2 to 3 pounds, and the entire weight of the figure will be resting on just one pin. I found that to be a little bit dangerous. And finally, on my bazooka, on my bazooka, right, on the High New Gundam's bazooka, the slot that hangs it on the back is installed backwards. So it had to be mounted on in a one-of-a-kind reverse way. So the figure is not without issue, but the High New Gundam holds a special place in my heart, and there are a lot of positives going for it. What do you think? What's your experience with metal build? And if you have the High New Gundam, what do you think of it? Let me know in the comments section below. And I'll see you next time, and thanks for watching. Hi, I'm new to content creation and this is my first review video. It will be great if you can provide some feedback to me in the comment section below. And if you liked what you've seen, please like and subscribe. That will help me tremendously. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.